look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, this episode is going to be a short video of last night live stream. If you want to see more of this particular content of this episode for about an hour, go to my live stream from last night. What I'm going to do is talk about modern women, and I want you to understand why people are calling you promiscuous, or I keep saying the word messed up, but distasteful 304s. Why everyone think you are living your lives in crazy, mad promiscuity. I'm going to show you all these clips to back up why. And then I'm going to give you some facts, data, and statistics about the same thing. So hold on right quick as I pull up this clip. Now, some of you have seen maybe 2 of these clips from last night live stream, and the rest of them you probably never saw. Let's get to it. 1 second.
I'm from the burbs, and I've had a guy put a perk in my butthole.
Hold on. Okay.
So no, that's not
she put out the form.
This lady just said on national television on a podcast that someone put a Percocet in her rectum, in her anus. And this is a common practice now between men and women, or women and women now, because once they put that drug in their anus, it enhances their euphoria when they are having intercourse. So now youngsters are doing this. Not only adults, not just young adults, but youngsters. You get where I'm going with that, right? And they just keep going.
I would like to know how that can you can we rewind again?
That's why she don't like it.
It's like Wolf of Wall Street.
I've
It's
never
like
tried a perk.
Well, you know, anything you put in your ass is
I'm right now.
Hey,
I'll take it, but I won't. I'm not taking it.
I like that. I like that energy. You want one? Like right now.
Period. Right now.
If you don't know what a perk is, that's a Percocet 30. That is a perk 10, stuff like that. It's an illegal prescription drug, basically. And they're putting that inside of their butt crack to enhance the pleasure, because your butt absorbs chemicals easier and quicker. That's what they're doing now.
Anything you put in your butt, it just get into your bloodstream faster. That's why little white kids be putting liquor on tampons and putting it on their butthole, like them underage kids.
They do?
Yes. Like
clearly I was born on 6 Mile
and in my butt, and that was interesting.
Yep. I think that's called ballooning, or that's a Wolf of Wall Street. Yep, that's a Wolf of Wall Street.
I had coke in my butt.
Yeah, and people do the coke.
This woman says she just had powder in her butt. Cocaine. Coke. The other woman put coke in her butt.
Your butt because it hit your system faster. So I know women who don't even sniff coke, but they'll let somebody do coke out their booty hole. What? I'm from the burbs.
Now think about this now. You know how much of a 304 you got to be to feel that comfortable to say that in front of people that you don't know? You might know those people who's with you there, but thousands of eyeballs is watching this clip. If it goes viral, then it would be millions. And most of these women have children, man. Most of these women have daughters, sons. They definitely got mothers. But they don't care. When you are a hoe, you do what a hoe do. And that's be hoe-ish.
Yeah. Yeah. So the first time I had sex in front of somebody, it was my old like high school sweetheart. His grandma was in a room. It was a family like barbecue. We was all in the living room, and I had on a sundress, and I just sat on his lap, and I don't wear panties. If I got on panties, it's like because it's cute to show the rim, or I'm on my cycle. That's the only time I wear panties. So he already knew that. I sat on his lap with my sundress, and it was over. And then he just pulled his little hoop shorts down some and put it in, and I was just on top of him like riding it, but acting like I wasn't riding it, you know. Just like moving. Okay,
I want to rewind. I want to make sure I heard certain things before I react.
His mama was right there. His grandma was right there. His sisters. It was a family.
So this is the sitting room.
Yeah.
And you was riding your in front of his family, and they didn't know it.
Didn't have a clue.
Now think about this. You know how much of a whore you got to be? And the dude she was doing it to ain't much of a man either. So you gonna, in front of your grandmother? See, y'all don't respect your elders no more. In front of your mama, in front of your grandmother, in front of people that are family, you gonna sneak a fuck in. You gonna sit on that lap. Sit on the lap. See, I'm from old school like that. Even as a grown person, you wouldn't do that in front of your grandmother like that, because that still would be kind of disrespectful for your girl to sit in your lap. You know what I mean? Wife or not, the wife gonna still be. I'm old school though. That's how I was raised. But even if I wasn't, I know that was extremely disrespectful. That's why we think of you a lot as hoes. It's not us hypersexualizing y'all, because that's what y'all want to say all the time, that we are always hypersexualizing women. No, we're not. It's you. You are the problem here. There ain't nobody else making you do that. That's you. That's slutty. Okay? That's whorish. Now this one gonna blow your mind.
The most toxic thing you've ever done?
The most toxic thing I probably ever did was make a think I was strapping her on when I was using my real and I made her take a Plan B in the morning when she thought I was a lesbian with a strap on, but I'm a hermaphrodite and I got it.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What's the most toxic thing you've ever done?
The most toxic thing I probably ever did was
one more time.
Make a think I was strapping her on when I was using my real and I made her take a Plan B in the morning when she thought I was a lesbian with a strap on, but I'm a hermaphrodite and I got it.
I wanted to play that twice so y'all can catch that, so y'all can see exactly what she said. That's a hermaphrodite, all right? So basically, it got a pipe and a coochie. And I guess nobody's safe. Everybody's doing some freaky shit right now. I wanted to just play that. I want you to know why the world is starting to look at you, black women, as just nothing but whores. This is the reason why. Ain't nobody fault but your own. You threw freely. You just can't. You got to tell everybody what you're doing. It's just whorish, man.
I used to be a gangbang girl. I used to do gangbang parties and I would get fucked by like 50 dudes a night. Well, I used to be a gangbang girl.
Now, check this out now. Before I go any further, let me go ahead and put something on the screen real quick. I'm put on some facts, data, and statistics. Everything I'm going to read to you comes straight from the CDC. Okay? Everything I'm going to read to you comes from the CDC. While y'all out there living these lifestyles of just ratchet nastiness, let me put this on the screen. Let me read what happens to you when you live that lifestyle. According to the CDC, man, CDC.gov, estimates show that 1 in 20 sexually active young women aged between 14 through 24 years has chlamydia. Disparities persist among racial and ethnic minority groups. In 2021, chlamydia rates for African American blacks were 6 times that of whites. The young women now, we know that women start having sex, mostly in their teenage years. So when you're 14, 15, 16, you're walking around 1 out of 20 of these young girls have chlamydia. The next one. A new report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says black women have the highest rates of herpes infection at 48%. And y'all beat out all other ethnic groups. 48%, almost half of all black women in America have herpes, genital herpes. There's another one from CDC. It says, we found that nationally, syphilis diagnosis rates were 6.42 and 2.20 times higher among black and Hispanic heterosexually active women compared with white heterosexually active women. The highest diagnosis rates and disparities was among aged women 18 years old, man, 18 to 24 and 25 to 29. Y'all were leading with the herpes and everything else. Syphilis. Here's another one from the CDC. It said more black women, 50%, than white women, 28%, reported a lifetime STD. Although there were no racial differences in the lifetime prevalence of sexual risk behaviors assessed, there were racial differences in the sexual behaviors associated with ever having a lifetime STD. What is a lifetime STD? Something that you can't get rid of. Something like AIDS. Something like HIV. Something like herpes. So nearly 50% of black women right now in America has a lifetime STD. One of those 3 I just told you. If there's another one, let me know. The other one where it says was almost 50%. Therefore, that was a particular type of STD like syphilis or herpes or gun. I mean, whatever it was, right? But this one says a permanent, you can't get rid of STD almost 50% of women right now in America, black women, has a lifetime STD. Now think about it. When you watch these clips, I want you to see, you'll see why they getting it from all the things that they're telling you on these clips, right? I'm not done. I got some more to show you.
I've been a side chick for the longest. I mean, if anybody should be on the show, it should be me. Tell us why. Well, I've been dealing with 4 dudes, and... Are you fucking all of them? Am I fucking all of them? Yeah.
At the same time? I mean, not like, I mean, you know, simultaneously.
I mean, I happened one night before, yeah. Like one...
This woman says she been sleeping with, she had 4 dudes she messing with, and she had slept with all 4 of them in the same night. It doesn't mean that they were all in the same room, just in the same night. She been sleeping with 4 men. Now, I just showed you all the statistics, data, and facts right then of all these STDs that women are having. What you're looking at is the mindset that these other women have in them that got those diseases. You've seen it on display with this woman. This is how they think.
I don't believe protection.
No.
Don't answer that.
She don't even use protection. She don't even use protection when she out there getting smashed and getting those cheeks clapped by random men. Now let me show you what happens when a mother finds out that her daughter is a HOE, a 304, a hoe, in a courtroom, no less. Let me show you what happens. Now I want you to watch the mother's face. Here we go. Let's have fun.
Dude that you thought was fun and made you want to move in with him?
It was the threesomes. We was having a lot of threesomes.
Wait. Did you say threesomes?
Yeah, threesomes, foursomes. Well, it was fun.
Oh,
like
threesomes and foursomes.
Yeah, like I like fun. So he was like in my eyesight, like that was gonna be my husband. Like it was the person I can have threesomes and foursomes and I can be myself with.
Was he already into threesomes and foursomes, or was that something you introduced him to?
I probably introduced him. I never even asked that much questions. It was something that I liked it, so I was thinking like, you know, he would be with it, I guess.
Now, that's the woman's mother in the courtroom. Look at her face. Look at the shame that's on that woman's face. Look at the disappointment that is on her mother's face after she hear her daughter say that she been a hoe. She didn't have no, you could tell that she didn't even know that her daughter was like that. Threesomes, foursomes, her mama just getting all this information. She's like, my daughter's a slut. And she's embarrassed. She is humiliated. This is one of them courtroom television shows. And her daughter didn't have to say all that shit on national television. She could have went about it a different way. It didn't have to come out that way. But she wants the world to know that she's a hoe. So stop saying men are calling you hoes when you are actually what it is you say that we're calling you. I feel sorry for that mother. Look at her face. Let me go ahead and keep going. That's terrible, man. Woo! That mom probably went home and cried in the bed when she got home. I got more. I'm just thinking about that. That's it, man. Let's keep going.
And I had like multiple sizes, and I thought I got one big enough. And he had put it in my booty hole. He's hitting it from the back, and I was like, I think you need to not be hitting it from the back like this. Like I should be riding, or I should reverse cowgirl. Because I feel like it's gonna go deeper. He's like, up, and I was like, oh my gosh, where did it go? It was lodged in the hallways of my booty hole. We almost had to go to the emergency room, and I was crying. He was like, oh shit. I'm bent over, face down, ass up. He's digging in my ass, trying to get it out. I'm pushing. I'm like, fuck farting. We were pushing. There's gas. We're trying to get it out. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta go to the hospital. I was crying. I went to the bathroom, and then we just tried one more good time and got it out. It was, I'm done with butt plug. I had a butt plug, and I had like multiple sizes, and I thought.
Man, look here. Why can't y'all just shut the fuck up? Why did you feel that you had to share the most intimate moments with your partner with other people like that? If that's what y'all do when y'all alone, hey, so be it. Hey, whatever. Okay, I ain't saying nothing about that. It's between you and your man or your woman. But why would you get up here? This is why all these other women feel like it's so okay to be hoes and to put their whoredom on display, because y'all older women who are grown, y'all don't give a shit about it. Y'all don't have no morals no more. No scruples, no principles. So y'all just, hey, look at me. I'm the biggest hoe around. And these younger girls follow you. Yep. This is why y'all being perceived as whores, man. I got another one to show you. Now listen to this one.
is the freakiest thing you ever did?
My boyfriend, like, I don't really like how his dick look or whatever like that, so I had went to the ranch, and because, you know, like, where the horses be at, and I just, you know, sucked the horse dick, because, you know, like, I feel like it was more bigger than my man, so I just, yeah, sucked that dick right off the bone.
She said, see, now that was a young girl, probably the early 21, 22, 23. She got out there and said she didn't like the size of her man's dick, so I guess they buy a ranch or something like that, so she went out there and saw the horse dick, sucked it, because it's bigger and longer, I guess juicier than her man. And we know these things exist. It's called bestiality. Women do this. People have done this before. It's even in the Bible that you shouldn't be doing, the Bible, that you shouldn't have bestiality. This is a black woman who is telling you, and I know, I want to say she playing, but even if she was playing or not, it's still horse to talk like that. But I'm going to assume that she did do that. That is nasty. That's nasty. A lot of women are curious about doing shit like this now. I got one more thing to show you, right? And this is really nasty. I'm going to play it twice probably for you to see. She's pissing. She's sitting and pissing while she gambles. She's pissing. Oh, y'all understand what I'm saying here? She's sitting, playing the game, casino, and pissing at the same time. Trying to squirt out a little bit of time, but she's pissing. That is yucky. So I hope I answer your questions today as to why the world thinks a lot of you ain't nothing but 304s. Can you really say you don't understand now? Take it easy.